I gotta give you guys credit too. Who's educating the community? Who's caring for you? Who's pushing out a video every day? Come on, who's working for you guys?
He's right. He's right about the daily
Show
drops,
some love.
man.
Cop the BMW, new deposit, I put up another bag. Like fuck it, I'ma count while I'm in it. I heard planes flying, crowds screaming, money counting chains, clanking shit. I guess that's how it sound when you win it. I ain't joking, do it sound like I'm kidding. I've been making like 2,000 a minute. So high up through the clouds, I was swimming. I'm probably gonna drown when I'm in it.
Hello, what is going on, Up Next Army? We have a very special interview in our books today. Today we're here with the man, the myth, the legend. We're here with Vinod from Jax Network, man. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself before we dig right in?
Yeah. So, hey everyone, thanks for having me on your channel. I'm Vinod Manaparan. I'm the founder of Jax Network. I was working in the IT security space like 10 years back. Then I got into the online gaming industry, built a few multi-million-dollar brands, and then I understood that it's not my passion to be in this industry. So I got into crypto space in 2017, picked up Bitcoin, learned a bit about it, and I got to understand that we have these problems in crypto of scaling and volatility and all that. So we decided to research more and figure out if we can solve these problems. After 3 years of research, we understood that there's a fundamental problem in all the other cryptocurrency blockchains. They try to design assets. So why don't we go about designing a scalable stablecoin, solving both these major problems? And that's what we did at Jax Network. So this is my background. Of course, down the interview, I'll give you more information about the project.
And we love to see that, man. As soon as you left that field and entered cryptocurrency, the rest was history, man. So just to move in a different directions for a second, to the average user, to the average person watching this video from wherever they are, can you kind of give me an explanation of how Jax Network works for the average user, how it benefits them, how it changes their day-to-day, and what it does in that perspective?
Okay. So in a technical point of view, Jax Network is a Bitcoin merge mine stablecoin. So for instance, people talk about Bitcoin as being $30,000, $64,000, but nobody sees it being used in day-to-day life, right? That's because cryptocurrencies are very volatile. And as a currency, people want to spend something that cannot go up in value significantly tomorrow, right? So Jax Network has designed a native stablecoin within its ecosystem, so that people can actually go about and pay for their day-to-day payments, including coffee and all that. So this is how the world would change for the end consumer who's using Jax coins, which are stable coins, right? So this is the high-level view of what the project does. If you have any specific questions, happy to answer them.
No, that's amazing, man. I like how you kept it simple so everybody understands it very well too. We might get into the nitty-gritty in just a little bit. And something that really caught my eye on your site is when you talked about extending Bitcoin. So someone hearing that could just think to themselves, they thought the Bitcoin protocol was set in stone. What do you mean by extending Bitcoin? Can you kind of touch on that and explain that throughout?
Right. So Bitcoin, yes, it is set in stone, the protocol itself. We can make much changes to it. But still, we have to somehow fix these problems of scalability and volatility. How we do that is through proof of work sharding. But instead of changing the rules of Bitcoin, we kind of have a beacon shard within our network, which allows people to do the necessary transactions that need to communicate within our network. And we somehow tie the issuance of our coins to Bitcoin by having a new mechanism. It's a burn mechanism called proof of value. There's more information on our website in the resources section for whoever is interested in the technical details of it. So what happens is, in order to create our stable coins, you're burning Bitcoins and our asset coins. So as a miner, you're always choosing between Bitcoin and our asset coin versus our stable coins. So this way, we are able to bring stability by creating new stable coins when you're burning Bitcoins. And the scalability comes as part of this proof of work sharding. So Bitcoin is our anchor shard, our beacon shard is there, and then we have transactional shards for scaling. So that's how we kind of overcome the limitation of not being able to change the Bitcoin protocol.
No, that's awesome, man. And that was a great explanation, especially how you guys are keeping stability still in the mix while going to these different levels. We love to see it. You briefly touched on the two coins a little bit. That's something else that really caught my eyes that I want to talk to you about. A lot of times we see projects just focus on one token or one coin and put all of their efforts into that. But you guys have two coins. Can you kind of tell us about the difference between the two and what's happening over there and how it benefits you guys and the end user to have two coins instead of one?
Right. So we have Jaxnet coins, which are our asset coins, and then we have Jax coins, which are the stable coins. Now, if you look at any stable coin project, interestingly, they all have two tokens, Okay, MakerDAO, they have two tokens. One is a governance tokens, which is MakerDAO, and another one is DAI, right? But that's not a very good example. But if you look at Terra, for instance, they have Luna, and then they have Terra. So whenever you have a currency, you should also provide people with an option to hedge against the inflation of that currency. In the real world, you have the dollars, and then people buy real estate to hedge against the inflation of the dollar, right? So any stable coin network, maybe eventually this will become a standard, but any stable coin network should have an asset coin and a stable coin in order for the market to kind of control the circulation and the pricing of both and defend themselves against any dangerous inflation, right? So
of course,
for investors and people who'd like to hold tokens and, the asset coins are more like shares in our company, should this be a company. It's a community open source project, and the stable coins are used for day-to-day payments. And this is how they differ from each other and their purposes.
And that's a great explanation. So you guys heard it, man. It's really, really beneficial to have two tokens in this situation because of what they both do. Let's talk about an investment perspective for a quick second. Can you talk to us about what the value is of one Jax, how much the supply is, why you guys decided to go with that sort of tokenomics, and what's happening over there as far as supply and demand?
Yeah. So Jax coins are stable coins, there's a zero pre-mine on that. So whenever the market demands Jax coins, people are going to burn Bitcoins and our asset coins to create these stable coins. So there is no investment potential there for people. But if you look at Jaxnet coins, which are the asset coins, they are designed in a way to reflect the value of the overall ecosystem. So for an investor, it would make sense for them to put their money into Jaxnet coins. Now, when it comes to issuance, there's the fixed issuance of 20 coins per beacon chain block for the Jaxnet coins. The shard coins are printed on demand, which are the transactional coins, Jax coins. So the investment coins, we kind of pre-mine 40 million coins and we issue them during our public sale. And we've gone with this because we think that the minimal amount of money that we'll raise, we also hold some part of the tokens in our entity, sort of like a company. And as the coins go up, we take like more DeFi loans on these asset coins and grow the ecosystem in this direction. So this is the plan we have for the tokenomics. And it would be, for people who want to participate as an early adopter in our ecosystem, they should stock up the asset coins.
Of course, and that sounds like a great plan. And on top of that, a sustainable plan, a long-term thinking plan. There's something we love to see in the crypto space, especially now, like you see a lot of people, they just want their 15 minutes and they're gone. So it's great and refreshing to see a project like yours taking a long-term view to it, man. So awesome stuff there. I'm just going to go towards Kumi's law for just a quick second. So people could say that Kumi's law affects the cost of production of Jax coins and hence their value. Can you kind of touch on that and really make that bright for someone that wouldn't understand it?
Yeah. So the thing is, a lot of people would say that, look, so I have to go into the issuance of our shard coins. Yeah. Our shard coins are issued based on the hash rate of the network. And as we've seen, the ASIC productivity gains over the last few years have been at 18% year on year. Now, this is a result of Kumi's law, which is sort of like Moore's law, which says that the computing efficiency gains year on year are about 18%. Now, since we are a decentralized network and the coins are printed using hash rate, that means the cost of production of the coins and hence their purchasing power might go down by 18% year on year, right? So Fumi's law is a concern, but to overcome that, we sort of have a native K coefficient on the beacon chain, which is voted upon by the miners in order to control the rate of issuance of the Jax coins and also their cost of production. This is how we overcome it. There's more details on our website in the resources section. We have a paper called K coefficient. For someone who's interested about how we control the value of the coin, they could kind of read that and get an idea, but it's completely done in a decentralized fashion.
Yeah.
So that's what the technology is about, creating a decentralized stable coin.
And that's awesome to see, man. You guys heard it. Go on the site. They have a lot more detail about that. So if you point at a problem, Vinod will come at you with a solution, man. So we love to see it. Let's talk a little bit about scalability. You know, right now in the crypto space, everybody's asking questions, how to scale, how to further this. Everyone wants bigger, better. You know exactly how it is right now. So can you tell us how you could actually scale Bitcoin in a decentralized way and really kind of the solution to the blockchain scalability dilemma that we're seeing every single day?
Yeah. So scaling is one of the biggest problems in blockchains. You see Ethereum, you know, a lot of people start using it and suddenly the gas fees go up to like $100. It was $4,000 one time when I wanted to do a transaction. It's ridiculous, right? So these blockchains like Bitcoin can do about 7 transactions per second. Ethereum can do about 15 transactions per second. And after that, depending on the demand, the prices are going to go up by hundreds or thousands of dollars. And this needs to be solved, and this is the problem we decided to solve before we started our company. And how we do it is we use sharding, but sharding alone is not a solution because sharding comes with the data availability problem. Right? Exactly. So we kind of have a mathematical solution. Let's look at how the dollar scales, for instance. You know, the American dollar, you might have a dollar in your pocket. It might be a completely unique piece of paper. I might have a dollar in my pocket. It might be completely unique. So what is it that equates both these things? Mm-hmm. The thing that each dollar has in common is a universal exchange rate. Exactly. So we kind of establish a universal exchange rate for coins. So let's say 1 Bitcoin was always equal to 1 Ethereum. Then you can boot up multiple shards and kind of scale, just hoping that this universal exchange rate will hold true, right? Exactly. So this is what we do. We patch our network with a universal exchange rate. And then we go about booting multiple shards, and then we secure them using merge mining. So there's a bunch of innovation we made along the way in order to keep the network secure. So secure sharding is one of the challenges, and we think that, you know, we have made some good progress in this direction.
No, definitely you guys have. And just like the last problem, you guys had a solution. This sounds like the same thing where you guys are really working towards the right direction. So you gave a great explanation of Jax Network, what you guys are doing. Let's link that with the concept of passive income. We know in today's day and age, people have their different specialties. Someone's a doctor, someone's an accountant, someone's a lawyer. They're more looking for that passive income, how they could focus on their professions and get that passive income. Can you kind of tell the viewers, tell myself, tell everyone watching this, what's the link between your project and passive income, and how passive is it, man? Because some people say passive income, it's a whole lot of work. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So tell me a little bit about your concept of passive income and how it links with Jax Network.
Yeah, right. So if you look at other proof of stake blockchains, they have staking rewards, and there's even like, you know, liquidity provision rewards and all that. So similarly, in our blockchain, okay, it may not happen on day one, but 3 months, 6 months down the line, when our stable coins are being used more and more, still our on-chain transactions can scale infinitely, but there's a 15 seconds to 10 minutes delay in the settlements of transactions. For instance, if you're going to a shop and you're paying for food there, you don't want to wait for 10 minutes for the payment to go through.
Exactly.
So how we overcome that is that there'll be like layer 2 exchange hubs wherein people are providing the liquidity in order to settle the merchants faster, taking up the risk of double spend on them. And some people will be providing collateral to pay to kind of, you know, minimize the risk of loss. And this way people can stake their Jax coins for liquidity provision and JaxNet coins for collateral provision, and they can earn fees from such activities within the system, right? So this is how people can actually stake the coins and earn money, but this is not a business model that you can count on from day one of the launch of the network. Maybe 3 months, 6 months down the line, when there's a lot of payments happening and people need speed, that's when they resort to such applications where the applications will also provide you the options to stake. We'll be launching our own, we're working with our partners, Distributed Lab, to build our own exchange hub, which is going to provide the same services. So you could stake liquidity and get returns, So this is how you can make passive income. But yeah, there's no additional effort because there's a fee taken by the exchange hub in return for you to stake, and they get some parts. So they do all the work and you're providing liquidity. Of course, there's a risk of loss if the coin price goes down by a huge number.
Of course. And there's always going to be that risk. And I like the fact that you're saying like not everything happens overnight, right? And I feel like everyone in the crypto space learned that. Everyone looking for a one day come up, they all learned their lesson, unfortunately. So I like how you have the forward-looking approach, man. And we're very, very excited to see what Jack's Network does. Again, we're going to keep talking about on the channel because, man, I'm holding you to your word, man. We're going to see the progress of the channel. We're very excited for that. Do you have any closing remarks to say to our viewers, to Up Next Army, to anyone watching this before we wrap up?
Yeah, so thank you so much for having me on your channel. Happy that you guys are excited. We truly believe that we're building something very good for the community. We'd invite each and every one of you to participate, join our community, spread the word around, maybe hold some tokens at an early stage. We have a bunch of bounty programs for people who want to join. We have a lot of giveaways, and it'd be great. We can't do it alone. So any kind of help would be great. We have our Telegram chat on our website, go there, join the community, participate. And thank you so much for having me here. And thank you for your host.
Thank you for coming on, man. You don't see too many people transparent like this coming onto the channel, telling us about their project. And you heard it, man. All links will be in the description to their website, to their Telegram, and all that good stuff. Vinod, my man, thank you for checking in. Take care, buddy.
Thank you, Ken. Thank you.